I have a very important question that's going through my head and it's been bothering me for the last week. Am I gonna get my Instagram back? Hey guys, I'm Kevin and welcome back to another episode of Lit and Loaded. Today we're gonna do something special. As you see, there are some crystals, there's some cards over there, and yes, the Gen Z and millennials nowadays are a lot more spiritual, a lot more connected to their spiritual self, their little souls in there. And that's what we're gonna be trying out today. And I have a special guest today. It is my mother! Say hi.
Hi. Hi, I'm Noreen. I'm turning 50 and I'm Kevin's mom.
So, how am I as a child?
You are okay.
Cut. So, what do you know about tarot card readings?
I think I heard some card reading back in the Philippines last time, but I don't really go into it.
Basically, it's because, they're scared it's like a witchcraft. Like, my friends go for tarot card readings. I don't follow them. I hope maybe today we're gonna go into it with an open mind. We are open to trying things out. Are you ready, Mother?
Okay.
Alright, so now we have Elaine here, our tarot card reader for today.
I'm Elaine. I've been reading tarot for the public for 2 years now. And to me, how I perceive the tarot primarily is a tool for reflection. So I don't necessarily see it as fortune telling, although it can deal with the future. So what it helps us to do is to understand ourselves better and kind of figure out different courses of action that we can take for the future. Now, I want to know, what are your perceptions of the tarot?
I know you pick some cards and you're like, flip, and then you're like, ooh, what does that mean? Something like that.
I only know about like fortune telling back in the Philippines, so for this reading, I'm not really sure about it.
All right, I get many first timers, so
yeah, I think it's
hands.
both of our first times. It's very interesting to have her here. I'm happy she was here to listen. Maybe this will open up more conversation. I don't know.
So now I'll begin by reading with Kevin first. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is to choose one out of these 3 decks to read with, and we'll stick with that deck for your reading.
Okay.
So just choose a deck that resonates with your personal aesthetic, and that'll help you to engage with the cards better.
Whoa, and that one's like Van Gogh shit. I'll go for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with
This
the little
yeah.
eye.
All right, so what's the first question you have in mind?
Since we haven't gotten deep in it, I have a very important question that's going through my head and it's been bothering me for the last week. Am I gonna get my Instagram back?
So here's the thing, right?
It's been disabled.
I'm so sorry to hear that. But for yes/no questions like what you asked, some cards might lean more towards yes or no, but it will never give you like a clear answer.
Okay. I just need hope.
Feel free to draw one card from the pile here. You can flip it open for yourself if you want.
Baboom! What's that?
4 swords.
Alright,
so 4 swords is a break or rest, a period of relaxation. So literal, like maybe a social media break is...
I've had enough of a break.
We can draw one more. Okay,
to
we'll clarify.
Since
Sometimes
it's out
people
there.
just draw like, keep drawing if they don't get answers they like, but at some point the cards will tell you to shut up.
Page of Swords.
Right, okay, so you were asking for a little bit of hope. Page does give that sense of hope, but then chronology speaking, 4 of Swords came first, so it still seems like a period of rest first. I don't see it happening like so soon. Actually, Swords has to do with communication, has to do with words, speaking, your thoughts, your mental processes. And it's also a card that's asking you to perhaps be more innovative as well. So maybe besides Instagram, trying to explore like what are other innovative channels that you can still exercise the same ability.
It's kind of interesting because actually a lot of people have been asking me to delve into YouTube. Like over the last month, everyone has been going, you know, like why don't you start a YouTube channel and everything? And my answer is always the same. I'm so lazy.
You can vocalize your next question.
Will I be
Financially wealthy?
financially wealthy? Because I want to live that Thai life.
Okay.
Just include me in the Thai life.
Please be a Thai. Please be a Thai. I want to be a Thai. Thai, please. Oh, it's a wand.
What's interesting is that there is like a card that kind of corresponds to the Thai card, but you didn't get that.
I didn't
It's
get
okay.
the Thai card.
Page of Wands isn't really talk so much about the wealth portion yet, because pages are what we consider almost children of the tarot. So you still have you're still very young in terms of like your career or like what you're figuring out to do.
Yeah.
Page of Wands is an adventurer. Like they have that spirit of adventure with them. They just want to like try new things, see new sights. But we can draw one more, and then maybe you pray for the Tai card.
I just want to be Is this another one card?
Yeah, so Two of Wands is more of a career card than a wealth card. And also number 2, we see the tarot as a chronology starting from 1 to 10. So 2 is also at the beginning. You're still very much at the beginning of whatever journey that you're on right now.
So, basically, this entire deck basically just called me young.
So now we're going to move on to Kevin's mom. So same thing. First, you're going to choose one deck out of 3 you feel more
I think I
drawn
want
to. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so since you have nothing specific to ask, I'm going to go with a past, present, future spread. Basically, each card will represent your past, your present, and your future. So you can kind of see where you came from and also where you're going.
Okay.
One card.
The present.
Oh, okay, interesting. In the past, 8 of Wands suggests that your pace of life, especially in a career sense, things were happening very, very, very quickly. 8 of Wands has that kind of momentum where just things unfold super quickly and you're just like kind of like going through life very fast. And then presently, Hanged One over here suggests that you're kind of in a period of just hanging loose. Like you're not really thinking of like going anywhere. You're just kind of like seeing what comes to you and just like taking life as it is. That's the Hanged One. It is a card about rest, relaxation as well, but the important thing is learning how to embrace things as they come. And it is a major card, so it kind of like dominates the other 2 as well. Like this is the card that's most prominent in this spread. And then for the future, it seems you got a Wands card, so maybe going back into more career-driven things again. Career can really unfold in many different ways, right? Some people are more drawn to like a corporate lifestyle, but some people are more entrepreneurial as well. So it's up to you to decide like what your passion project is.
In the past, I do think that my dad and mom did hustle very hard. You know, going from one country to another country, having children, getting married. But yeah, now it's definitely a time for her to rest, especially since you got sick. I do think that we value rest for her, especially my dad. He literally forces her to sleep. It's quite funny.
I'm really like settled with my kids. 2 of them are working and I only have 1 more to study. And I think that one my husband can handle. So it's really like a pretty relaxed mode of
Go
my
with the
life.
flow,
Yes,
kind of.
correct.
She's living the Tai life, basically. We were supposed to end the section, but then I was like, no, I can't leave here with regrets. I have decided to ask one more question about my love life and when I will get a boo thing.
Do you want to set a time frame first?
Not too soon.
Oh, my mom says not to soon. Okay, in the next 5 years. 5 years?
Okay. So King of Pentacles manifests in different ways. So it suggests that maybe the kind of relationship or the kind of person that you're drawn to embodies the qualities of the King of Pentacles, which is power, stability. Like you can see they're grabbing onto the bull's horns, right? So they very much have things under control. They're not the kind of people who will speak over you. They're more of a steady kind of strength. And then Ace of Swords. Aces are like yes cards. So you ask like, will I find love in like this time frame? Usually they do lean more towards yes. And Ace of Swords, being Ace of Swords, suggests that it'll kind of be like a meeting of the minds, like it's an intellectual connection. 2 of Wands suggests that right now, no commitment, no strings attached. Like it's really just about exploring options. It's definitely not a doom and gloom kind of spread for sure. It's just, in a way, it's almost exciting, right? Because of the 2 of Wands. So there seems to be a common recurring theme because you have your stalker cards.
My stalker card?
Yeah, 2 of Wands because it came up more than once. I call them stalker cards.
I was like, I got a stalk. Alright, so we've come to the end of the reading. And yeah, what do you think, Mom?
I find it quite interesting because it's like, you know, it's my first time to see these cards and how it is going through. And I just like it, like it's fun.
When we asked her at the end, like, what did you think of tarot card reading? The first thing she was like, it was fun. And it wasn't even like a, Yeah, it was fun. It was like, yeah, I had fun. So I was like, yay. All right, so thank you for watching this episode of Lit and Loaded. FYI, this is also the last episode of season 1 of Lit and Loaded. I just want to thank everyone who's watched Lit and Loaded and supported me and the seniors, from Smiley, Patrina, Tina Wah, and Anne. Anne, I love you. Keep your eyes peeled, subscribe to this channel, check out their other series, and yes, till next time, friends.
Got to get the best rhythm.